Hey guys, it's Kate. So today I want to take a few minutes to talk about some quick and easy acupressure points that are really incredible at helping to alleviate stress and anxiety, as well as to promote a sense of overall calm and balance in the body, as well as give you a little bit of an immune boost. So these are great points for anyone who is feeling overwhelmed, stressed, anxious, but especially those of you out there who are working on the front lines, like our doctors and nurses and hospital workers, grocery store clerks, who barely have a chance to catch your breath, much less feel a sense of calm and relief. So I hope this really helps you guys out. The first point I want to talk about is actually a cluster of points that sits at this little apex of your ear. This is the triangular fossa of the ear, and you can see it's a little red because I've been working on it. You can take just a fingertip or even a fingernail if you have it, and you're just going to do just some nice kind of swipes. You can even do like just pressing down in that area with the fingernail or the fingertip. This is a cool point because it helps to regulate your sympathetic nervous system. It also helps in lowering blood pressure, alleviating tension. It's just a really cool point. So getting in there, you could do both sides. You could do this a couple times a day or anytime you're feeling a sense of tension or stress. It works really well for you. So the second point I want to talk about today is a point that sits at the center of your sternum. So in order to find this point, you need to find your sternum. At the top of your kind of clavicular area, you have your clavicles that sit here. There's this little dip that's like almost like a horseshoe dip. No direct pressure there. This is just to find the landmarks. So you want to find that, and then you go, that's the top of your sternum. And you want to go down all the way down to the base, so you have kind of the triangle of where your ribs come out. At the very tip of that triangle, again, no direct pressure, you have, this is, the base of your sternum has a little point called the xiphoid process, which is a very fragile little piece of bone. So don't dig in there, that's just to find that point. So you have the notch and the xiphoid process, and those are the two ends of your sternum. Then you're gonna come directly in the center of those 2 points and press straight down. This is a point on your conception vessel, or CV, and it's called CV17. This is an amazing point for just calming you down. So for those of you who are moms and dads out there who have kids running around who are a little hyperactive and struggling with staying inside so much, it's a really great point. It's also a great point for adults who are feeling hyperactive and anxious because you can't get outside as much. So holding here for 30 seconds to a minute and just taking some nice slow deep breaths, just letting that out. And once you feel this kind of sense of calm wash over you, then you can just kind of let that go nice and easy. So that's your CV17. The last point I want to talk about is a point on the inside of your wrists right here. So if you look at the inside of your wrist, dead center and right at that crease of the wrist, this is a point called pericardium, or PC7. It's a really, really great calming point. And same thing, you're just gonna hold here for 30 seconds to a minute and just letting some nice slow deep breaths alleviate some of the pent-up tension. And this point isn't to be confused with another point that's along that same pathway, along that PC pathway, which is about 3 fingers above. It's still a great point. It's this is your PC6, which is very popular with first trimester pregnant women out there, because this is a great point for morning sickness and nausea. So if that is you, this is a great point. So again, it's about 3 fingers above that point we were talking about, PC7, which is this one right here. So again, for the calming point, you're gonna just press in here for 30 seconds to a minute, taking some nice slow deep breaths, and just letting your whole body kind of release. So again, that's tips of the ears, center of the sternum, and center of that wrist crease. I can talk. So the great thing about these points is they can be done anywhere. You can take these on the road with you if you're running from point A to point B and you need a minute to just decompress. You can take a walk and use these points. But these are also really great points for those of you out there who are having a hard time decompressing and finding a sense of calm at the end of the day. These are great points to use while laying in bed or right before you go to bed, to just let your body relax and let go of all the things that have followed you along for the day, and so that you're able to get a good night's sleep and start fresh the next day. So those are my points for the day. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. If this was helpful, give it a thumbs up. And I look forward to seeing you back here soon. Until then, be well and have a wonderful, wonderful day.